imagine the tension in the air as Australian cricket captain Pat Cummins faces an uncertain future ahead of the highly anticipated Ashes series. With the first test set to take place in Perth this November, Cummins has openly expressed his doubts about his fitness to play. On Wednesday, the star fast bowler shared that he has undergone 2 separate scans on his back since returning from the West Indies tour in July. While George Bailey, the chairman of selectors, confidently stated that Cummins would be ready to play, the captain himself was far less certain. He candidly referred to the current bowling lineup as 3 fighting fit plus me, highlighting his own precarious situation. Missing the first test would be absolutely devastating, Cummins admitted, emphasizing the importance of the Ashes series. We're doing everything possible to ensure I'm ready, and we'll make some decisions as the date approaches. I'm optimistic that with the right rehabilitation, I can give it a solid shot. As he reflects on his back troubles, Cummins suspects that the initial strain may have originated during the World Test Championship final, where he bowled an exhausting 35.1 overs against South Africa. He began to feel discomfort during the Caribbean tour, which prompted him to seek medical advice. I felt a bit sore after the West Indies series, so I had a scan that revealed some issues. I decided to take a month off to let it heal, he explained. After undergoing another scan recently, Cummins reported that while the results were not alarming, they did indicate that he needs to be cautious moving forward. It doesn't feel too bad right now, but I'm not bowling or engaging in much activity at the moment. Sometimes you just get unlucky. Bowling a lot in a high-stakes match can lead to these kinds of injuries. During the West Indies tour, I felt some soreness, but it seemed typical for a fast bowler. However, once I returned home, the discomfort lingered a bit longer than expected. In 2018, Cummins faced a back stress fracture that limited his play, but since then, he has been carefully managed and has consistently featured in the Australian team alongside fellow bowlers Josh Hazlewood, Mitchell Starc, and Nathan Lyon. This trio's reliability has often left Scott Boland on the sidelines, but should Cummins be unable to play in Perth, Boland would likely step in, with other contenders like Sean Abbott, Brendan Doggett, Michael Nesser, and Jai Richardson also in the mix. We always emphasize the importance of depth in our squad, Cummins noted. We've been fortunate in recent years not to have to rely on anyone beyond our top 4 bowlers. However, we have talented players like Sean Abbott and Brendan Doggett, along with several others who have been part of the test setup for a while but haven't had many chances. I'm hopeful that the other 3 bowlers will be fit, plus me, so we can draw on our extensive resources. The excitement builds as the first Ashes test is set to kick off on November 21st. Will Cummins be fit to lead his team? Or will the Ashes begin without their captain? This uncertainty raises questions about the depth of the Australian bowling lineup and the potential impact on the series. What are your thoughts on Cummins' situation? Do you think he should take the risk to play? Or is it wiser to prioritize his long-term health? Share your opinions in the comments.